Previously on our Pokemon Generation 1 glitch quest, Pokemon Blue and Green began their quests. Pokemon Green had some struggles, but Pokemon Blue glitched its way to a level 100 Nidoking. Today, Pokemon Yellow joins the fray, Green redeems itself, and Blue begins its rampage. Glitch quest. First off, in Pokemon Blue, with level 100 Nidoking in hand, it's time to wreck the first gym. Or it would be, but of course there's a glitch to skip it. Normally if you try to leave the town to the east, there's this dude right here and he's like, "Whoa bro, you've never fought Brock before? Follow me, I'll show you him." And he takes you over to this spot and there's no way to get past him until you beat Brock. Also, I just want to point out real quick, after you're done talking to him, he walks over this way, even though right there's a fence. I don't know how he gets past that, but whatever, man. Anyways, what I have to do is go over to here and put my cursor over the save option. Then I close the menu by pressing B. Afterwards, I walk right in front of him, open up the menu, and save my game. I reset my game and reload my save file, and upon reloading, this happens. For whatever reason, the guy freaks out a little bit and takes a much different path than usual. He walks through a building for some reason, and he stops right on top of this girl. Oh my. After all of this happens, if you walk back to where he normally stands, you'll see he is not there. And if we walk through the spot that he was once occupying, it will not trigger the text. We can simply walk right on by. And I suppose my rampage begins. Instead of fighting Brock, I'm gonna take out my anger on level 10 Caterpies. With a tackle, and another tackle. I'm gonna be doing quite a lot of this. And it is now finally time for Pokemon Yellow to join. You may notice this version looks a little bit different, and the reason for that is I'm currently playing on an emulator. Now I do own the cartridge. I actually have a lot of Pokemon cartridges because I'm kind of a huge nerd. But I'm currently using my Pokemon Yellow cartridge for a Let's Play, so I can't use it for this. So I'm kinda stuck using an emulator. But all these glitches are possible on an actual cartridge. Anyways, let's begin! So of course I begin a new game and select some names. I name my hero Fart and my rival Nose. Just trust me. This is all very well thought out. The first thing I'm gonna do is go over to the PC and grab the potion. This will be useful for a glitch coming up soon. Then I go through the usual opening shenanigans to get my Pokemons. And of course I name him Pikachu. Hey Pikachu, how do you feel about that name? No? You don't like it? I'm sorry, man. Well, of course, the first thing I do is open up my menu and select the fart option, but unfortunately, it just takes me to this weird screen. It tricked me, man. It didn't even fart at all. Not even a little bit. Wow. In this game, Pikachu has an affection with you, or an affection score, and doing certain things such as using potions on him will raise that affection. However, there's a glitch in the game, which is if you use a potion on Pikachu while he's at full HP, it won't use the potion, of course, but it'll still boost the affection. So I can just use it over and over and over again while he's at full HP and boost that affection to, well, maximum. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here and use potions for a while. Love me! After using about a gajillion potions, Pikachu finally loves me! Yay! And more importantly, Nose tells Fart that he'll smell him later. Yep, I named the characters that just for that line. I know, I am very mature. Now, back in Pokemon Green. I know guys, last time I named my rival Senhai and my hero Naka, so I was kind of a little bit off my target there. But we have to start a new adventure, so here's some new names. I just kind of put some stuff in there, so I'll let you guys translate these ones as well. Here's my hero's name, and here's my rival's name. But it is finally time for Pokemon Green to redeem itself. We had to restart our journey multiple times last time, but not today. So I simply play through the adventure until I get Professor Oak's parcel. Now in Pokemon Red and Green, there's a programming oversight which allows you to press the select button and swap items with actual Pokemon. And we're of course going to abuse this. I want to have two items in my inventory. The first item here is a potion, and the second one is Professor Oak's parcel. And now what I do is I press select, which is the button you press to swap items around in your inventory. And after doing that, I press exit and then exit on this menu as well. Then I get into a battle, go to my Pokemon menu, and simply press the A button. And bam! What it's done here is it swapped Professor Oak's parcel with my Bulbasaur, and that produces some pretty glitchy results. Then real quick, you need to enter your battle menu, exit, and then run away from the battle. And once we run away from the battle, the glitch is activated. It does some weird things like, hey Professor Oak, how you doing, buddy? What are you doing here? But the main part of the glitch is much more interesting. Now the next part of this glitch is pretty complicated, so I'll link to a Glitch City post which explains it in more detail. But essentially, what this glitch does is when we walk into a certain door, it will warp us to a different location. And depending on the number of steps we take, it'll take us to different areas. So I take between 81 and 84 steps, then I step onto this door here. If I took the right amount of steps, it'll take me to Route 7 right here. Then I walk to the left and completely ignore this half building that turns into a patch of water for some reason. Then I go inside the Pokemon Center and come back out. Then I walk to the left taking this exact path here. I have to take the exact right amount of steps and land on the right entrance to the department store. And if I do that, it'll suddenly warp me right next to Lance in the Elite Four. Hey Lance, how you doing, bro? What? Oh no, oh no, 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 no! I should mention if you get into a battle, it crashes your game. So maybe you shouldn't talk to Lance. Let me try that again. Instead of talking to Lance, let me just go up. You'll see the rival in his spot right here, and what? Professor Oak, what are you doing here, man? Gosh dang it. And for whatever reason, you don't have to fight the rival. You can just walk right up and bam, right into the Hall of Fame. So just like that, Pokemon Green has completed the game. And while that was awesome, I do want to show one more method using this glitch to beat the game, which I find a lot more interesting. This time I take between 45 and 48 steps before touching the door. And that will warp me to right here. And if I walk down on the right side of this building, it takes me into here. I walk to the right out this exit and then down through these two boulders somehow. Then I travel through Celadon using these exact steps and end on the same entrance as last time to the department store. And I'll just let you guys see these results yourself. Yeah, we beat the game. Back in Pokemon Blue. My thumb is getting tired. In Pokemon Yellow, there's a glitch just like in Pokemon Red and Blue that allows you to get a level 100 Pokemon very early. However, in Pokemon Yellow, it's much easier and it has a lot more possibilities. All of the steps leading up to Viridian Forest are exactly the same. However, once you're in Viridian Forest, there's an extra trainer right here that was not in Pokemon Red and Blue. You have to make sure not to fight them. Then you go to Pewter City and go to the shop and buy an escape rope. Now what I do is I go right to this spot and I save my game just in case I mess up. Then I press to the left to get right in the sight of the trainer, but open my menu at the same time. This is very similar to last time where we fainted in front of the trainer, but this time we use an escape rope. So it has the same effect of taking us to a different area while they still see us. The escape rope will take you to the last place you healed at. In my case, it was Pewter City. And now that the glitch is activated, we can go to any trainer around here, fight their Pokemon, and depending on which one is the last one we fought, when we go back to Viridian Forest, we'll get into a different encounter. I'm only going to test this on a few trainers though, is what I would say if I wanted to disappoint you guys. You know me, I'm a huge nerd, so I actually tried this for every Pokemon from every trainer in all of Route 3 and Mount Moon. I found a slew of Pokemon from Gyarados to Arcanine. I found Lapras and some others as well. And for some reason, when I did this glitch using the last here in Route 3, when I went back to Viridian Forest, instead of calling up a Pokemon, it just restarted the battle with the bug catcher. But that's not all. Once I ended the battle, well, this. I have no idea what's happening here, but it is absolutely terrifying. And I think that's a good place to end today's episode. Next time I'm going to show you guys two different ways to get Mew. One you probably know, and one that's a gosh dang pain in the butt, and I don't know why I did it, but I did! It's done! I'm going to show you guys next time! Take care! You may have noticed after glitch 7 the counter gimmicks stopped. That's because halfway through editing this I was like, gosh dang it, screw counter gimmicks, they're lame. And I'm lazy. This is my job and I'm a professional. I'd rather spend my time glitching and yelling at things than doing counter gimmicks. Also, you should totally click that crud to go watch some other videos. And I'm gonna go. My grandparents are here. I gotta go say hi to them and be social. Bye.